Good morning, guys. Ricky here with the Backpacking Scouter. Figure I should probably get this going first thing this morning because we're gonna have a little bit of uphill going for the morning, so I may be spending most of my morning trying to breathe. Had a good night last night, as mentioned. Hung out in state camp with some other thru hikers, which was really fun to hear all the stories. But it was really nice how, even though we were all there earlier, we all still wanted a little bit of our own time. And so everybody kind of went back to their tents to get away from the flies, but also just to kind of decompress for the day, sometime around 7 or so. So allowed me to do some reading, do some video editing, and other things, which was nice. This morning, got up, getting started on the trail early. As mentioned yesterday, we're a little food and hot springs motivated this morning. So looking forward to getting to Mt Princeton here soon. The goal is to get there around lunch so we can have some lunch at the restaurant and then maybe take a couple hours to soak in the hot springs for a little bit. And then we'll get back on the trail, put a few more miles in, and end up finding a place to stay. So hopefully it's gonna be a beautiful day. We'll see you guys along the trail. Hey guys, so we made it to camp. Today was a good day. It had a little bit of highs and a little bit of lows mixed throughout the day. It wasn't super hard in the hiking portion of it. We ended up with about almost 19 miles for the day, which was a lot considering we took a good portion of the day off to enjoy Mount Princeton. But we also, didn't have some major mountains to climb. I mean, I think we did about 3,000 or 3,100 foot of elevation gain, so not too brutally bad. But basically, so we hiked down. We had about 10 or so miles, I think almost 11, to get down into Mount Princeton. I would definitely, if I'd have known what the road was going to be like, I mean, we had to hike on a road for like 2.5, 3 miles of it, I would have definitely tried to catch a hitch at the trailhead up there to catch somebody coming down. But either way, we hiked all the way down. We got down to the hot springs. It was pretty cool to see the hot springs from high up, knowing that we were going to go take a little bit of our time today to go there. So we went there. First thing we did is checked in. I went and got my resupply box that my wife had sent to me. And then we went and found us a nice table out on the deck, plugged in some devices, and immediately ordered some food. The prices were a little crazy because it's a resort, but the food was really good. So it was definitely worth it to sit there and have a really big lunch for that. And so then once we kind of got through taking our time eating lunch, we then went and found the bathhouses in the hot springs. Another thing that was a little overpriced probably, but it was nice coming off the trail to be able to go get in some hot water and shower for a little bit, and then just sit around and soak. And so we hung out, soaked for a little while, found out we actually didn't want to be in the hot water for really long. And so we ended up just kind of going and getting in one of the cooler pools, and then also just sitting out on the side of the deck there to dry out a little bit, and then got up and then got back out on the trail. Another thing we tried, you got to do another 2.5 miles coming out of Mt Princeton on the road to get back up to segment 14's trailhead. We tried to hitch all the way up, and just today was that one day. It didn't really work out in our favor. Nobody stopped, so we did hike the whole way up, which was fine. And then we got on the trail, and we just once we got on the trail, we basically wanted to at least just get a few more miles in to the trail before we called it a night. So we'd made a deal that we were just gonna hike till about 6 o'clock, which is our kind of normal stopping time unless we decide to call an early day. And we ended up finding a pretty nice little place here. We got a pretty cool grove here that we came across. Wouldn't have known it was here. You're hiking up the hills, and all of a sudden, boom, you pop up, and there it is, opened up open field. So it's really nice. So looking forward to tonight's camp chores and getting things done around here. Because of the big lunch, I'm not really going to eat a big dinner tonight. I'm just kind of snacking on some of my lunch foods, and then we'll save that big dinner meal for one of those days where I need the extra calories. So my tip for today to share with everybody is kind of how to make camp a little bit more fun and enjoyable when you're hiking all day and you're only in camp in the afternoon. So we've come across quite a few folks who quit a lot earlier than we do, that maybe quit at 3 o'clock, which can be nice, but to me that can also be boring. I don't mind doing it every few days to get a break and get a rest day. So we kind of do that every 2 to 3, maybe 4 days or something like that. Liam and I'll just kind of talk to each other, and we'll be like, hey, I think today we need to cut down early. And so we'll do that. But for us, the things that help me make things a little bit more comfortable when you're stopping at 6 and you got all your camp chores and stuff to do, it's just, making sure that the little bit of time you do have to relax and sit back are enjoyable. And so, like, I have a tendency to change into clean clothes, like clean shirt, clean shorts, and even clean socks. I'll wipe down the best I can. If we're near a stream, I'll typically go sit over near the stream and kind of wipe down all my legs, my arms, my face, try to get all the dust of the trail off of me. That just helps me sleep better at night. If I'm not, like tonight, we're not next to a stream, I'll just take a little bit of my water and put on a cloth that I have and just kind of wipe down a little bit just to kind of get some of that dirt off of you. It just makes it so much more enjoyable to do that. And then also trying to find a place to just relax. I erred on the side of not bringing my camp chair for this in order to cut some weight. And it's been okay. We've managed to, you get creative to find things. I have a tendency to throw my backpack against a tree and sit back and lean against that. Or find a tree that's, fallen down has fallen down to lean against. There's many different options and different things that you have, but you want to make sure for me, it's give that back a break. It's been going a good bit all day and carrying that backpack. So, get in a place that's comfortable. And hopefully the bugs aren't so bad that they're running you into your tent. But even if you are, then we'll show you those, show you the tent one day, but just make sure you have good comfort. in your tent too. A good sleeping pad, good places to where you can get in there and be able to do it. And I'll show you that on another day. But outside of that, it's been a great day. We're going to end our day now with day 10. So I appreciate everybody checking out and following us along the way on these. If you're enjoying watching us on these, don't forget, like and subscribe so that you'll get notifications when the next one comes out. And I'll do my best to try to get them posted. We've been having some issues with having enough phone service and internet to get videos posted soon enough. So we'll see how quick I get those done versus how quick we get finished with the trail at some point. But outside of that, everybody have a great day, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow.